Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And his pass incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A big play there for Andy. 44 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Solo left Zion. Out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Dolphins in a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here. And looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
3rd and long for Richardson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. They ran out of gas at the end, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
But, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Down the left sideline, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 34. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Achane on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And Chris Barnes there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Johnson's kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Richardson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Corliss Waitman now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Corner, long. 20, TX. Out.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Now left side on the swing pass. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's brought down.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Jameis to throw it.
This one incomplete. Almost picked up by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Gay's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, double one, double. Watch an Oscar. Watch an Oscar. Watch an Oscar.
Now Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken it around the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Winston. He'll let one go deep for downs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 10. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Tua going to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 14.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dolphins 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Number 1, high. High, high, high. Hey, Watson, Oscar. Out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor. to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
4 yards on the pickup.
Play action now. Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up third down on the same.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So it's a letdown there. They get the ball in tremendous position following the turnover, but they come away empty-handed.
Oh, man, you hate to waste field position like that. Your defense did you the favor getting you the ball on this side of the 50. But neither the offense nor the kicking team could capitalize.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He dumps it off to A-Chain. Touchdown! Devon A-Chain, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer?
Yeah. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Houston. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
32 Stinger.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Johnson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And running with power here.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Winston, and that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Pushes him over.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they will only extra yard here to the 38. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Winston.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Winston. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Colts, first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short in the 4th quarter.
Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throw caught by A-Chain.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
2nd and 6.
Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by Jackson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That good for 19 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Tua now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Going to the air, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Jameis now on first down.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 4.
Green, Timothy! White!
Throwing, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Winston to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
Long.
Now Tua.
Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd down.
20, TX. 21G.
Throwing Tua.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Here's Tua.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Here's Winston.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown Colts. Mo Alley Cox. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Dolphins 13.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Scat.
Here's Tua.
He finds his man, complete. That's Houston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. They'll come up now on 2nd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Ready.
Tua to throw.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Winston here to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At the 45.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Solo left Zion.
Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Indianapolis, it took a while.